Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. I am Pradeep Pandey, part of the digital banking team and your host for the evening. And it is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to the launch of Full Power Digital Account. This new age digital savings account is a testament to Axis Bank's rapid strides towards a digitally enabled banking era. Over the past few months, our Dil Se Open spirit has lifted and carried us even during testing times. Because open is just not our brand philosophy, it is who we are, it is what we do. Today, for the first time in the history of the bank, we are going to come together as one team to achieve our common goal. This platform has enabled us to come together as one Axis and demonstrate we are truly open. Today, we will not only unveil a new way of onboarding our customers, but also talk about new ways of reaching out to our customers. This combination, which we will talk about during the course of the event today, I am sure will redefine the way we work at Axis Bank. This evening, we are joined by more than 70,000 members of Axis Bank family spread across all the sales verticals, thus making it one of the biggest events in the history of our organization. In today's event, we have the privilege of listening to views of some of our leaders whose guidance has been and will continue to remain crucial in making this initiative a big success. Our Managing Director and CEO, Mr. Amitav Chaudhary, Mr. Rajiv Anand, Executive Director, Corporate Banking, Mr. Sameer Shetty, EVP and Head Digital Banking, Mr. Avinash Raghavendra, EVP and Head IT, Ms. Asha Kharga, Group CMO Marketing, Mr. Ravi Narayanan, President, Branch Banking, Mr. Sumit Bali, President and Head, Retail Lending and Payments, and Mr. Sanjeev Moge, EVP and Head, Cards and Payment. A warm welcome to each one of you. To set the ball rolling, I would now like to request our dynamic and inspiring Managing Director and CEO, Mr. Amitav Chaudhary, to share his thoughts on the product and his vision with all of us.
Thank you so much, Pradeep. Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me a great pleasure to connect with you all today. I hope you and your families are safe and healthy. I would like to take this opportunity to again thank each and every employee of the bank who has worked tirelessly at our branches, in the field, and our back offices during these times and ensured uninterrupted business and served our customers and served them extremely well. For me, it has been a humbling experience to see countless examples of our Dil Se Open philosophy come to life across so many of our employees in the past few months. It is my belief that Dil Se Open is not just about a brand campaign, it is who we are. Pradeep said the same thing. Therefore, it is important that we ensure open is delivered, even in the way our businesses are structured and operate internally. It is very, very important that we need to come together as one axis to achieve our GPS 23 goal. It's an audacious goal, it's an aspirational goal, and it is important that each one of us strives hard to ensure that we reach that objective. Only then we can say we are truly open. And that is the single reason why we have asked all our sales teams to come together on this important day. And I'll explain how each of us can step up in our respective businesses and come together for the larger good of the bank very shortly. But before that, let me just state some very important facts about our bank. Even in these uncertain times, together we have continued to grow our business. Our capital position is extremely strong and the bank is extremely well capitalized with an overall capital ratio of 19.1% and a CET1 ratio of 15.13% as of now, post our capital raise of rupees 10,000 crores. Even though we always had adequate capital, our board and shareholders had supported us and approved raising of 15,000 crores, of which, as I said, we've already raised 10,000 crores to ensure that the bank is stable and solid even in the time of this pandemic. Our deposit book recorded a healthy growth of 19% year on year, and our focus on premiumization of the deposit franchise remains on track. We all know that our customers are adopting digital banking at a rapid pace. Today marks an important day for us as we launch our digital platform through which customers can open a savings account without any documentation using video KYC. We will now be able to serve them beyond banking hours, and we don't need any physical infrastructure. This launch is a significant enabler for our liability business. But today is not only about launch of a savings account product. It's a great product. It is unique in the marketplace, but it's about a significant milestone in our One Axis agenda. Today we have joining this session colleagues from liability sales, branch banking, consumer lending, cards, and MAB and CBG businesses, in addition to a number of colleagues from the corporate office. We are all here because we are launching our first One Axis campaign today. The video KYC product empowers each of our sales forces to contribute to the bank by opening savings accounts. Further, once you introduce the customer to the bank, you can introduce the customer to the full power of the bank, including our digital channels, investment products such as mutual funds, life, health, and general insurance, FDs, and other products such as locker, credit cards, loans, etc. Also, this is why we are calling it the full power digital account. So why is this important? Why are we all here? Why are we asking every part of the bank to contribute to opening this savings account? It is extremely important because a stronger deposit book will help us lower the cost of funds for lending and improve the profitability of the bank. The cost of funds of Axis Bank is higher than some of our competition. We need to get it down. And one way, and perhaps the only way to get it down, is to improve our CASA ratio. It is also to focus on the premium segment. We don't want zero balance accounts. We want people who will keep at least 25,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 1 lakh rupees in their accounts. This will help change the sourcing mix, giving much higher value per account, and will also help in building our MDAB. This will also ensure that the profitability of the account is good, because as they maintain higher balances, we can on-sell more products to them, and obviously the bank benefits from this. You guys have done a terrific job during the lockdown to get us new accounts. That is why, while the liability sales side has done that, the branch banking has done it. Today we have Sumit and Sanjeev also here. This product will create a stronger new to the bank base for us so that we can cross-sell more products. My request to you is very, very simple. I urge all of you to be truly open and come together as one team. Given this is the first such exercise, my ask of you is actually quite conservative. I expect each one of you, colleagues in liability sales, consumer lending, cards, RMs and CBG RMs, to introduce one customer every month, and from our branch colleagues, I expect 2 customers every month. What I mean by introduction is open one account with a certain minimum balance. It's a very small contribution at the individual level, but as a bank, it can change things quite significantly for you, for your branch, for your team, and obviously the bank. This will help us achieve our common goal, delivering strong business for the bank. This can demonstrate the power of One Axis. We are investing significantly behind this initiative. A number of training programs have been conducted. The right support systems have been put in place. We have tested this product for a long period of time in various cities across India. And we have also put in place the OCC, and we are launching a high visibility marketing campaign too. We are also introducing some very interesting customer propositions, which will make it a unique product of its kind in the Indian marketplace. And finally, obviously, through this event, we are launching a campaign for all of you to generate interest and excitement. I'm looking forward to each one of you contributing to making this bank-wide launch extremely successful. As I've always said, there is a great potential that can be unlocked by working together as one Axis. We can create a great customer franchise for the bank if all of us come together. But each one of us needs to come together. Getting this franchise going is not just the prerogative of branch banking for the liability side. Each one of us has to step up. And that is one Axis, and that is being truly open. And I do want to use the opportunity to share with you my experience just this Saturday. I had gone to a medicine shop to get some medicines. I had, I think, five of them on my list. And while I was waiting at the counter and this medicine person was going around the shop trying to get the medicines, I saw the POS machine. And the roll of the POS machine showed Axis Bank in reverse way, and I saw it. And I asked him, so does Axis Bank, do you work with Axis Bank? And as luck would have it, the owner was sitting a couple of paces behind in the shop, and he stepped up and said, yeah, of course, we use Axis Bank. No, we not only use Axis Bank, I use Axis Bank for everything. Everything in my shop, and by the way, I have more than one shop, is being supported by Axis Bank. Then he became emotional and said that actually where I stand today is because of Axis Bank. And I introduced myself then to him and I said, if you need anything, here is my card, do reach out to me. And he then actually took out his phone and read out 5-6 names of Axis Bank people who were kind of, on his contact list. And it was such a touching experience for me because I saw Axis Bank come together, providing him facilities, providing him POS services. He took out something from his drawer, showed me that he has a priority account for himself and his mother and his family. It was just an amazing experience. And I do believe all of you want to experience this on a daily basis. Every person we meet, every potential customer we come across, we should be asking ourselves and the customer, why are they not working with Axis? We have a great franchise. We are extremely customer centric and we have extremely satisfied customers. Just believe in that. And if you start believing in it, one customer a month would look like a joke to you. Henry Ford once said, coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. I would call each one of you to be guided by this principle. The mantra is to be truly open and come together as one Axis to thrive and grow. Once again, I thank you and your families for the unstinting support during this critical phase. I am proud of each and every one of you. Thank you. May I request for the film please now.
रोज सुबह घर से निकलना आसान नहीं, बीवी की मुस्कान के पीछे छुपे डर को देखना आसान नहीं, माँ की घबराहट भरी नजरों से नजरें छुपाना आसान नहीं, इस मुश्किल समय में रोज मेहनत करना, टारगेट्स अचीव करना आसान नहीं, पर आपके लिए हार मानना भी आसान नहीं। अपने कस्टमर्स तक पहुंचने के आपके इस जज्बे के लिए पेश है एक नया रास्ता, प्रेजेंटिंग फुल पावर डिजिटल अकाउंट फ्रॉम एक्सिस बैंक विद वीडियो KYC। अब पूरी सेफ्टी के साथ वीडियो KYC से अकाउंट खुलवाइए और बेझिझक आगे बढ़ते जाइए। आपके लिए तरक्की के नए रास्ते हैं ओपन।
Thanks a lot, Amitabh, for your inspiring words. It certainly was very motivational. And yes, we should instill a sense of pride amongst us, which I am sure everybody does. And we will also, I can assure you, will strive to work hard to live up to the expectations. Now, with this, I would like to invite Mr. Sameer Shetty to take us through the full power digital account product and unveil the product to us as well as walk through the details. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Sameer Shetty.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Amitabh, for that very inspiring speech. You set the tone for our session today, which is on truly open and Dil Se Open. Thanks, Pradeep, also for the introduction. So friends, we are here today to unveil the full power digital account and also a full powered campaign. We are calling it First on First VSIP Champions to power the full power digital account as well. Can I request for the AV, please?
The full power of banking is now open. All from the comfort of your home with just a phone camera. Axis Bank presents the full power digital account with video KYC. A digital savings account that brings to you over 250 banking services. With a unique e-debit card that helps you shop instantly. Get cashback, complimentary Times Prime membership with benefits across entertainment, health and fitness, dining and travel, and much more. Opening a digital account is quick and easy, just like making a cup of your favorite instant coffee. All you need to do is visit axisbank.com, click on Open Now, select a savings account of your choice, and follow 4 easy steps. Just fill and verify your PAN and Aadhaar details. Set up your account. Confirm your account type and fund it. And finally, complete your video KYC by verifying your details via a video call with one of our agents. Your KYC will be done immediately. Simple, isn't it? So why wait? Open a full power digital account with Axis Bank today.
Great. So colleagues, I wanted to introduce you to this full power digital savings account and what it contains for your customers and for you. Let's go to the next slide, please. So what is in it for the customer? 3 things in our minds. The first, ease of usage. It's a quick and easy account opening process. The account gets opened instantaneously. There is no need for any paper, any document, no need for any branch visit. The customer can open this from the safety of their homes. They can also do withdrawal from ATMs without their cards. Second, and perhaps the most importantly, this account also brings tremendous value for our customers. We have the free Times Prime membership, which actually is worth rewards of almost 60,000 rupees. In the market, if you go to buy this, it's about 1,000 rupees. We are offering this free of cost along with our digital savings accounts. We are offering a 1% cashback on all online shopping to our customers. And third, very soon we'll be launching a new digital property where we will offer additional discounts and additional offers to our customers. Third, as Amitabh mentioned, this is not just a savings account. This is the opportunity for the customer to join the Axis Bank family and experience the full range of digital services and products. So we have in store more than 250 banking services, over 20 financial products which can be bought digitally, and a virtual debit card with which you can start transacting the moment you open your account. So it's instant fulfillment in the truest sense. Next, please. I briefly spoke about our cashback platform. This will come live very soon. This is one platform which will have more than 25 brands, including companies like Amazon, AGO, etc., where our customers will get exclusive offers in addition to existing and already running offers on these platforms. So this is great value for our customers. Please be on the lookout for this. We will send out more communication as and when this comes live as well. Next, please. So what's in it for you? 3 things in our mind again. First, this is a hassle-free process. So as a frontline person, you don't need to go and meet a customer. This is paperless, contactless, and you can do it from the comfort of your home and the customer from the comfort of their home. Second, you don't need any InstaKit. There is no OSV, there is no branch visit, there is no uploading of documents. It's all fully digital, without any paper, without any to and fro. And the customer gets an instant virtual debit card as well. So from your perspective, the customer can start transacting as soon as the account is open. And final, the account is operational within 2 hours. So from beginning to end, within 2 hours, your account is operational. So that's the first value proposition for you. Second, it's a great way to progress your career. For our sales colleagues, there are incentives, and incentives are actually better than what you would get if you were to open an account offline. There are rewards and recognitions in place. And finally, we are launching a full power campaign to support our full power savings account as well. And we will cover that in a few moments as well. And last but not the least, it's safe. So it's safe for you. It's safe for your customers. There is no need for any physical intervention. There is no need for you to go to any place, any building, no door-to-door visit required. So this is safe. You can do it from the comforts of your home and meet all your targets and all your requirements in a fully digital manner. Next, please. So we are launching with 2 variants. The first is Easy Access. Easy Access has a minimum balance of 10,000 rupees and an initial funding of 15,000 rupees. And the second variant we are launching with is Prime. Prime has a minimum balance of 25,000 rupees and the initial funding is also the same. These 2 variants are already live. You can start sourcing them already. Very soon we will also launch Priority and Burgundy variants, and followed by that we will also launch Liberty on this platform. Next, please. I'll now request Avinash to take us through the technology that supports this platform.
Thank you, Zabir, and good afternoon to all. Friends, the exciting thing about the BKYG project was that it was clear to us right from the beginning that we are working on something, which was truly significant, a full power digital account platform, as we say. And as we basically sort of confabulated, collaborated, what we wanted to be sure about was the fact that, okay, we are doing something which will enable business, it will enable customers, it will help in staff productivity. How do we keep the costs low upfront? How do we ensure the fact that, okay, when we are trying to do something which is fully digital, I mean, we do not lose sight of the security considerations and the certifications that needs to be built in? And how do we do all of this in good time? Next slide, please. So guys, as we came together, I mean, what we basically decided to do here was that, okay, I mean, when we are trying to do something which is so transformational, why don't we do something which is truly cutting edge? And what you see on the screen is something as a bank we have not attempted before. This is the first large application to go live on cloud. This is the first large application which has completely been developed, using DevOps methodology. This is the first large application wherein we have essentially tried to build something using microservices, using APIs, where multiple teams have collaborated. The DBAT engineering team has collaborated. The information security team has come together, technology team has come together, product has come together, and now obviously the sales team, etc., will also be coming together on this. From a bank, which has never really done too many things on AWS, at the moment, what we have managed to do is, as part of this particular project, we have gone ahead and created a reference architecture itself on the AWS platform for us. Next slide, please. As you can see on the screen, from onboarding to account activation, it's end-to-end digital for our customers, supported by a bunch of state-of-art technology behind the curtains. And behind the curtains, I mean, what you have is basically a bunch of ESBs, a bunch of online transactions, the MBIB activation, which is happening, debit card allocations, which is happening, and finally, the account also gets created. Thank you, and back to you, Samir.
Thank you, Avinash. We move on now to the R&R campaign. Can I request for the AV, please? So colleagues, we want to introduce to you our campaign, which we are calling the First on First VSIP Champion campaign. Our leaders, Ravi, Sumit, Sanjeev, will describe to you a little bit what this means. But let me just lay out the contours. We are launching a 4-month campaign starting tomorrow, September 1st, till the end of December. This campaign covers everybody in all the sales teams, from the front line to the senior most part of the hierarchy. And there is an attractive R&R This forum is maybe too short for us to describe all of this, so we'll circulate the details separately. But there is definitely an attractive R&R for all of us to aspire to. Next, please. So what is the campaign? The campaign is essentially what Amitabh described. First, our expectation is that all our frontline teams, except CSOs, except our branch staff, will do 1 account per person per month. From our CSO colleagues, our expectation is to do 2 accounts per month. And because we want to acquire high quality accounts and we want to bring one access to the customer, we also have an expectation of reaching 3 products per customer for all the new customers that are brought into this campaign. So our campaign kind of circles around these 3 objectives, and there are rewards and recognition for achieving these 3 objectives. Next, please. Finally, one important piece that I wanted to leave behind: as you start sourcing these accounts, you will have lots of questions, lots of queries. You may be in front of a customer and something may work, something may not work. So we put in place a support system to enable all of you. The level 1 support system is the Circle Tab team. Level 2, there is a centralized help desk that has been created to solve for your solutions. And if the centralized help desk also can't solve for your solutions, then you can raise an SR and they will be taken care of as well. There are clear TATs and SLAs assigned to each of these. Obviously, there are a large number of contact options which we will circulate separately. Depending on your circle, depending on your cluster, there will be different people to contact. But rest assured that there is a support system that is in place to help you and to help you achieve your objectives and to make this program successful as well. So with that, I come to the end of my session. I wanted to thank each one of you, and I really look forward to partnering with all of you to making this a big success for the bank and to making this the first really one access agenda that becomes successful at scale for our bank. Thank you, everyone, and over to you, Pradeep.
Thank you, Samir, for your wonderful presentation. I would also like to thank Samir for your vision and guidance in making this product a reality. And also thanks Avinash for truly partnering with digital banking team and collaborating and helping us, launch what we are seeing today. And I'm sure that our teams who are attending this session will be ready to kickstart the journey and deliver great business for the bank, starting with first on first. So thanks once again, Samir and Avinash. Moving on, great ideas also need great communication. And hence, I would now like to request Ms. Asha Kharga to enlighten us all by shedding light on the insights which led to the campaign idea.
Thank you, Pradeep, and good evening, everyone. I'd first like to thank all of you for helping to create and bring to life Dil Se Open. Each and every one of you on the front line are the brand ambassadors of the bank. If we didn't have you, we wouldn't have had Dil Se Open. Whenever we show these Dil Se Open films to our customers across India, they always say that ye advertising nahi hai, ye Axis Bank hai, ye real log hain. The security guard, the branch staff, the sales teams, ye real Axis hai. So just wanted to take the opportunity on behalf of the entire brand and marketing team, Dil Se thank you for being Dil Se Open. The next slide, please. Before I share the film with you, I wanted to share a little bit about the context. As we were developing the film for this product, which is about the VSIP product, we said that we need to elevate this conversation. And the inspiration for this conversation came from Amitabh Bachchan and the conversation he had with his father, Harivansh Rai Bachchan. Harivansh Rai Bachchan, as you all may be aware, was a very respected and distinguished poet. And this was the time when Amitabh Bachchan was struggling as an actor. And he told his father, कि बड़ा संघर्ष है जीवन में. And Harivansh Rai Bachchan said something to his son, which is so powerful. जब तक जीवन है, तब तक संघर्ष है. So long as there is life, there will be struggle. I feel these words are relevant even today. The last few months with the pandemic have been a struggle. But from this struggle comes hope. the hope that we will overcome, the hope that things will get better. We have adapted to new ways of living. We have also adapted to new ways of banking. Our customers have adapted to new ways of banking. And for people who adapt, Axis Bank will always be Dil Se Open. With this context, I'd like you to see the film. May we have the film, please?
जब एक रास्ता बंद हो जाए तो दूसरा रास्ता ओपन करना इंसान की फितरत है। स्कूल बंद हुए तो क्या, पढ़ाई रुकी नहीं। साड़ी की डिमांड कम हुई तो क्या, सिलाई रुकी नहीं। अप्पा से मिलने के प्लान्स चेंज हो गए।
अप्पा, मैं इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल पे कर दूंगी, कहीं जाने की जरूरत नहीं।
उनकी देखभाल रुकी नहीं। दुकान के ट्रिप्स कम हो गए।
ये वाला लो, इस पे डिस्काउंट है।
पर ऑफर्स की तलाश रुकी नहीं। बैंक जाना कम हो गया।
कहाँ जा रहे हो?
सोचा बैंक हो।
पर बैंकिंग रुकी नहीं, क्योंकि बैंकिंग करने के नए रास्ते हैं ओपन। इंट्रोड्यूसिंग एक्सिस बैंक का फुल पावर डिजिटल अकाउंट। घर बैठे बैठे वीडियो केवाईसी से अकाउंट खोलिए और अपने हाथों में पाइए 250 प्लस बैंकिंग सर्विसेज का फुल पावर। क्योंकि आपकी तरह न रुकना हमारी भी फितरत है। एक्सिस बैंक, दिल से ओपन। जब एक रास्ता बंद हो जाए तो दूसरा रास्ता ओपन करना इंसान की फितरत है। स्कूल बंद हुए तो क्या, पढ़ाई रुकी नहीं। साड़ी की डिमांड कम हुई तो क्या, सिलाई रुकी नहीं। अप्पा से मिलने के प्लान्स चेंज हो गए।
अप्पा, मैं इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल पे कर दूंगी, कहीं जाने की जरूरत नहीं।
उनकी देखभाल रुकी नहीं। दुकान के ट्रिप्स कम हो गए।
ये वाला लो, इस पे डिस्काउंट है।
पर ऑफर्स की तलाश रुकी नहीं। बैंक जाना कम हो गया।
कहाँ जा रहे हो?
सोचा बैंक हो।
पर बैंकिंग रुकी नहीं, क्योंकि बैंकिंग करने के नए रास्ते हैं ओपन। इंट्रोड्यूसिंग एक्सिस बैंक का फुल पावर डिजिटल अकाउंट। घर बैठे बैठे वीडियो केवाईसी से अकाउंट खोलिए और अपने हाथों में पाइए 250 प्लस बैंकिंग सर्विसेज का फुल पावर। क्योंकि आपकी तरह न रुकना हमारी भी फितरत है। एक्सिस बैंक, दिल से ओपन।
Hope you like the film. I'd just like to end with one small message for you, is that the most positive takeaway from the lockdown is that even in unimaginable adversity, the human spirit has the capacity to pull together and prevail. And ye fitrat hum sab mein hai. Thank you very much. Over to you, Pradeep.
Thanks a lot, Asha, for creating such an endearing and insightful campaign. As always, we are ever dependent on you to help us connect with our customers. And I'm sure this campaign will also do wonders for our sales colleagues also, and it will open the customers' doors for them virtually. Okay, so being driven by a philosophy of open means that we believe in being there for our customers as they are starting to get back to their lives. It also means that Axis Bank is committed to provide its customers a world-class banking experience backed by process transformation. With 250 plus banking services, it's not just a savings account, but an entire world of banking that is open to them. To delve deeper into the potential of this new product and to understand how different teams are synergizing for the first time and coming together as one Axis to take it to greater heights, I would now like to invite the next set of speakers for a panel discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Ravi Narayanan, Mr. Sumit Bali, and Mr. Sanjeev Moge. Very warm welcome to all of you. My first question goes to Ravi. Ravi, what role do you see full power digital account play in unleashing the potential of being open?
Very good afternoon to all my colleagues. I am told there are thousands of you out there watching us today. And I'm sure none of us would have missed out in getting inspired by what our MD said in terms of the fact that the customers out there are truly connected with us. What this product does is to actually live the narrative of open. Dil Se Open is something that we used to look at internally, but that narrative now we are throwing it open to the external world. Dil Se Open, combined with the fact that all our colleagues across various verticals will come together and create this one axis dhamaka, as I call it. And I think that's what is going to make the whole difference out there. Dil Se Open with one axis, Pradeep.
Okay, thanks, Ravi. So my another question to you, so what are your thoughts on the product per se, as well as we would like to hear your views on the R&R too?
Yes, I think recognition defines anybody who wants to move up. And I think for the branch team, I can only say that business as usual, whatever we have been doing, is going to get embellished, is going to get further strengthened by this full power digital account. Video KYC, I think, makes a huge difference to all of us, because the way I look at it, it is not just generating a lead. Now each resource can actually ensure that they close out that lead also. So not just generating a lead, but converting the lead. I think that's a huge difference that we will make. It is simply based on a bit.ly link. Every CSO will have that power to go across to a customer. What I'm looking for is whatever that they have been doing in the past few months, just two more to start with per month through the video KYC. And it really takes away a whole lot of hassles. I'm sure you all saw Samir presenting that. No more CPU, no more NFTR, no more documentations, no more OSV. What else is defined as open? Isn't this truly Dil Se Open? And that is how it is. We are opening up our systems to our customers and ensuring that each one of our CSOs become a powerhouse of account opening. And the R&R, it's rewards for all my frontline staff through the next 4 months, recognition for the supervisors, and a pat on the back for all of us. Because if we come together and ensure that this powerful initiative, truly powerful, full power digital account through video KYC can get us quality, can get us good profile customers, can get us balances, and most importantly, our ability to do multiple product penetration with them. Samir said 3, I look for 5. And I think this is how I see that the entire power of Dil Se Open, one axis coming together. I am really excited, Pradeep, really excited. Back to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Ravi, for your very inspiring and motivating guidance also. And I must say, I will take out, the key takeout for me is 2 per CSO. It will help me keep my job. Okay, so moving on, I'll move to Mr. Sumit Bali. So Sumit, my question to you, you have recently joined the Access family. What do you feel about the launch of this initiative?
Thanks, Pradeep, and good evening, colleagues. I joined Access exactly about 8 weeks ago. And before joining, I thought Dil Se Open was more of a catchy ad which we were running. But soon after joining, I realized that it's more of a DNA. It's a deeply imbibed work philosophy, which separates us from many other institutions. And I have not come across many institutions who combine at this scale and come together with this passion, and therefore this one axis is a great opportunity which would transform us and take us to greater heights in future.
Okay, thanks, Samit. My another question to you: what is the importance of this product for your business? How would you like your team to think about this?
So for me, I think the retail liability and retail asset partnership is the cornerstone of a successful banking strategy. We have moved quite a bit on these lines. And I think any initiative which increases the number of customers who have savings account with us, who maintain higher balance with us, therefore the opportunity of cross-selling assets, insurance, protection, investment requirement to that set of customers is a great positive for the retail lending side. We also get higher balances, a higher savings account. Therefore, that results in lower cost of fund. So for this, therefore, this is a very unique and a very strong strategy. And also we do find, and this is with the evidence and numbers, that this set of customers who are sold retail assets are always better quality customers. They're more loyal. They stick around with you for longer. You do end up getting higher and higher share of their wallet and create a very deep engagement with them. Therefore, this particular initiative for the bank is a fairly strong transformative initiative.
Okay. Thanks, Sumit. Since I have to, again, the same question to you as I asked Ravi. So from your team also, what would be message to your team from number of accounts from a target, if you can also articulate that. So like one account per person is something which, as we saw as part of the contest, as part of RNR.
Yeah, one account per person is the minimum, but we would like to catch on with our retail liability colleagues and see that we match their aspiration and performance levels.
Yeah, thanks, Sumit. Thanks a lot. Okay, I'll move to Sanjeev now. Sanjeev, my question to you is, what are your thoughts on the product? How revolutionary do you think the platform is going to be for all of us?
Yeah, hi Pradeep, and good afternoon everybody. Actually quite interesting because for the longest time in banks, I've spent close to 2 decades now in banking. Banks have been talking about the fact that this product is pretty important and we would like the entire bank to sell it, which actually never happened. I have not seen it happen that the entire bank, and when I'm talking about the bank, we really, if you put together the whole institution, you're really talking about 60,000 bankers, plus another 30 to 40,000 people who sell retail assets and cards. So you're really talking about a lack of people every day, every month, month after month, going after one product, which is this product that we're launching today. So in that sense, massive power. That's from inside out perspective. If for a minute you look outside and the experience is just so different from anything that the customer would have seen till now in terms of opening a savings account. The fact that it's seamless, the fact that Ravi was talking about, there is no NFTR, there is no CPU, none of that stuff. There is no InstaKit to be handed over, it's all there. The customer can experience it all by himself, for himself or herself. That makes it powerful. Along with that, it's not a stripped down online account that we are launching. This is a full feature rich, whether you're talking about the debit card, whether you're talking about the features, 250 plus banking features loaded onto it. I think it's quite powerful. What we're launching today is quite powerful. Now it's up to us, all of us across teams, to take it to the market and make it a success.
Okay. Thanks, Sanjeev. Thanks for your perspective on this. So the other question to you is, why do you think this product is relevant to our cards business? How can the power of full power digital account be leveraged to grow the cards business? And any views on that?
Yeah, so actually 2 ways that I look at it. One is the fact that our team sells this account, which means that a team which till now essentially was either selling POS machines in the market and in that process also helping open current accounts, or the other side, which is the card sales team selling cards. Along with that, we are actually onboarding banking customers as well. That rounds them off much better. The experience is much better, of course, aided by the process. That's one. Second part, I think equally important, is the fact that during lockdown, our team actually took a break for a month or 2 because we didn't have a process of going out, and meeting customer during the lockdown. If tomorrow, let's say lockdown 2 were to happen, or lockdown 3 were to happen, or even for it to happen in an isolated geography, this process allows us to help onboard the customers. Today it is for savings, but this process is going to come very soon for cards as well. That's the second way to look at it. So tomorrow, if there were to be a lockdown, let's say in some part, we don't have to stop it all. We can continue with this. The third part, we have pretty powerful partnerships with us in the market. We have Flipkart, and very soon, a fortnight or so, we will be launching something very, very big, very exciting. That can also be powered by this process. As Avinash said, and as Samir said, this process has been made, which is transportable across products, across whether you're talking about internal network or outside partners. I think if you put it all together, again, first part I've just referred to the process of savings account itself, but the overall capability is very, very powerful. I really look forward to taking this this coming on board from starting today, starting tomorrow, and thereafter, as it comes onto cards, we leverage it further. That's my view, Pradeep.
Okay, thanks, Sanjeev. Thanks a lot for your views, and like you very nicely articulated, it is something, a platform which will help all the bank products. It's not only just savings account. Savings account happens to be the first product. So I'll again come back to Ravi. Mr. Naren Dixit, unfortunately, because he's not feeling well, he is not able to join the event. I know he would have loved to. We were on calls till late Friday also discussing about it, and it's really a bit unfortunate. He's not keeping quite well. So Ravi, I would like to ask you questions relating to liability sales. In some of the markets for past few weeks, around 4 to 6 weeks, we have been in CUG in some of our markets with some of our colleagues who have been selling this, video KYC savings account product. How has been the sourcing experience for the sales teams? If you want to just give 2 or 3 takeaways.
Yeah, thanks. So I think fundamentally we did this for 6 weeks. We are now hitting somewhere around the 150 account opening mark on a daily basis. There were hiccups, and that was the very purpose of doing a CUG. The hiccups were there in terms of understanding the technicality, the understanding of the sales executives' ability to touch base with the customer. All of that has been ironed out. And I think it was fantastic in the manner in which all my BDs went about understanding in these particular jurisdictions where they did the closed user group test. And the test bed has indicated a couple of things in terms of the fact that it really makes life very easy for the BDs. The biggest problem a BD has in today's life is the InstaKit. He has to back and forth between the branch and the customer, always remember to have the right InstaKit and so on and so forth. It's a huge sigh of relief for my BD when the InstaKit is out. Second is in terms of the fact that he doesn't have to bother with multiple visits to a customer, and that helps in saving money for him. For a BD, the cost per account is the biggest challenge that he has to manage, because virtually he's earning per account in that sense. And therefore, if we have helped him, supported him in reducing the cost of his acquisition efforts, it's a huge plus point. We must remember a couple of things that we came across. One is the fact that this account is purely for a unique NTB. It's not for an existing customer. Second is that it's available right now in Easy and Prime variant. And it is available in the Easy and Prime variant. And second is in terms of the fact that on the technicality side, there are elements in terms of the mobile number having to be tagged to the Aadhaar. That's very, very important. So all of us must note that. Second is that credit cards can't be used for the initial pay-in funding. And finally, the debit cards, we realized as we went on, and this is very important, that they must be not only active, but they must be enabled for online transactions. So debit card, not only active, but enabled for online transactions. And I think we are good to go. Huge positive for my BDs and for the sales managers. And I look forward that such experience, which we have had in the test bed, will stand us in good stead when tomorrow onwards we are pressing the accelerator. Pradeep?
Yeah. No, thanks, Ravi. I must say, PD, a lot of my colleagues are already on the call. We are very thankful for their patience and for they haven't complained as much as they should, and for their lot of pains which they suffered on from the customers because of some of the glitches. We are fully committed now. All those glitches are done. There will be more things, but I want to take this platform to thank each and every one of them and just reassure we are there standing with them 24/7. So my last question to you, Ravi, is what is the vision of One Axis for the bank? How do you think it will create value for customers as well as the sales team? I know you touched upon to the sales team, but maybe from a customer's perspective also.
See, we have to understand, thank you, Pradeep. We have to understand that a customer today is looking for convenience and benefits. And if we are able to deliver both of them with safety elements in line, then it becomes that much more powerful in terms of what a sales team can do. And when I say sales team, it's not necessarily classifying liability sales. I'm talking every frontline staff, whether it is people reporting into Sanjeev, people reporting into Sumit, people reporting into the CBG setup, people reporting in the branches, all of us are able to come together and deliver convenience and benefit to the customer. The convenience is in the fact that, as Samir said, we are able to give an active account with an active debit card virtually within 2 hours. And actually the entire process of video KYC is very, very smooth and fast. And the OCC team is completely aligned and prepared to support on that front. And what are we expecting from the ability in terms of, let's say, if we have been doing about 2 lakh accounts as business as usual in these past months from a savings perspective, what we are expecting is that all of us come together as One Axis, and the fact that we are opening ourselves to be looking for savings account, like Sumit and Sanjeev said, that we are looking to easily add 50% more, a lakh of accounts more, because we are expecting minimum of 1 per BDE and 2 per CSO. This deadly combination of the sales executives, the ROs, everybody who are out in the field, and being able to come together and deliver this digitally powerful account. And just imagine that, a customer is ready on the go in terms of getting his account opened, active, and transacting. Add to that, we are offering all kinds of benefits in terms of 1% off on the online purchases, and many other things that are coming through. And hopefully when the theaters open in a couple of months' time, Book My Show will be back with a bang, and all of those are on offer. Plus, if you add the fact that we have a footprint of 4,600 branches, we have a footprint of feet on street of 70,000 people, this is a deadly combo. It's a deadly dhamaka waiting to happen. And once Priority, Burgundy, Liberty, all those variants are there, just look at the sheer potential of the numbers that we can do. And that is why I say that when we launch something, we must do it with style. And tomorrow is first, and that is what we are expecting. Why not each one of you go and do your first account tomorrow? We are ready. Your bank is ready. The customers are ready. The question is, are you ready? And I'm sure all of us are. Thank you, Pradeep. Back to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Ravi. I mean, these are really very inspiring words. And I'm sure, all these sales team would be very charged up, and they are very clear in the proposition too. So my last question to all of you panel members is that if there is one message you all would like to leave for your teams who are attending this event currently, what would that message be? Okay, so that's first.
First.
On first.
VSIP champions.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Thanks a lot, Ravi, Sumit, and Sanjeev, for your inspiring words, for your guidance, for leading the way ahead and providing us the route to follow. Thank you very much for your support. And like I said initially, we look forward. Your support is really crucial in making this initiative a big success. Thank you once again very much for taking out the time and speaking to us. So now I would like to invite our next speaker, Mr. Rajiv Anand, to share his views with all of us. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Rajiv Anand.
Thank you, Pradeep. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's always a pleasure to be amidst probably, arguably, the best retail banking team in the country. A few years ago, some of us were at Wankhede Stadium when Dhoni launched that last ball 6 to get us the World Cup. There were 35,000 people there in that stadium. Today, I'm in the midst of 70,000 people across 2,000 towns and cities in the country, and I'm sitting here in the comfort of my bedroom. That is the power of technology. And it is really that power of technology that we are mixing with the power of One Access to bring you what is a fantastic product that you've heard over the last 45 minutes or so. Remember the journey. In 2013-14, when I was part of the retail bank, it used to take about anything between 7 to 12 days to open a savings account. 7 to 12 days. Then we re-engineered that process through the process of Pratham. We brought it down to about 3 days. At that point in time, the best in class. Then when regulations changed, we created Access ASAP, a instant account opening, but with limited KYC. And now comes a full KYC product which does not involve paper, is instant, zero NFTR, zero documentation. Boy, that is the power of Access. That is the power of technology. And I think the kind of budgets that I think Amitabh's been in a generous mood. I think Ravi's been in even more generous mood to just ask for one account per month with such a compelling proposition. I think you can do one account a day is my own feeling, because I think ultimately the responsibility of liabilities, and I think sometimes we tend to overstate the importance of the asset side of our balance sheet. But I strongly believe that any bank, any strong, stable, safe bank is first and foremost primarily focused on the liability side of the business. Yes, it is about bringing down cost of funds, but more importantly, it is about building a stable franchise. As long as you have a stable liability franchise that is growing, it gives you the right to grow the asset side of the business. And the lower the cost of funds, the lower is the requirement to take on risk on the asset side, which in turn should obviously convert into better profitability, better return on equity, etc. Amitabh spoke about GPS 23. One of the important metrics there is it says reclaim the crown on deposits. Reclaim the crown on deposits, meaning that we've been here before. We used to be a preeminent position as far as deposits are concerned, current accounts, savings accounts. Year on year, the growth that we were able to deliver was almost always best in class. Over the last few years, we've lost that mojo a little bit. And products like this, technology like this, will ensure that we are able to get back and reclaim the crown on deposits, something that we need to do anyway as part of GPS 23. Remember that we are a 4% market player, which means that 96% of customers don't bank with us. I'm not saying that we need all 96 with us, but there is enough there to pick and choose to be able to get in a high quality liability franchise, which will in turn convert into the upstream to make the jobs of the likes of Sumit and Sanjeev much easier for them to sell their credit card products or retail asset products. And this is not going to happen, just because a few of us will deliver. This is about one axis. This is about every resource, every branch, every cluster, every circle, every region. Every one of us has to deliver. Because ultimately, remember, I make a difference and together we win. And finally, I want to echo the point that Amitabh made right at the beginning. I want to dil se thank all of you for all the work that you've put in over the last 5 to 6 months. It's not been easy. It's not been easy for you. It's not been easy for your families. But what you've done has been spectacular. And thank you once again for that. Over to you, Pradeep.
Thank you, Rajiv. Thank you for your words, walking us down the memory lane and putting across the proposition very lucidly. So thanks for sharing your views with the audience. With that, we have reached the end of the full power digital account launch. I would like to extend my gratitude to all the leaders for sharing their knowledge and vision with us. I'd also like to thank each one of you attendees for becoming a part of this event. As we continue to excel in customer delivery through insight, empowered employees, and smart use of technology, let us also be truly open and come together as one axis to achieve our GPS 23 goal. This is Pradeep Pandey signing off and wishing you all a great month ahead. Thank you and all the best to all of you.